CNN says the Democratic Party has become a safe space for men who don't feel quite as masculine as conservative men. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about CNN's own Dana Bash admitting what the majority of us have known for a very long time. She said the Democratic Party is pushing forward guys like Tim Walz and others to make men feel more accepted since they don't feel quite as masculine, not as strong as conservative men in the Republican Party. Maybe you don't like Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Maybe you don't like monster trucks. Maybe you like pink and maybe you like flowers. And okay, look, that's totally fine. Go over to the Democratic Party. You'll feel welcome. Now, CNN, do you agree with what your anchor Dana Bash said? And to everybody out there, do you agree? Has the Democratic Party become a safe space for men like this? I think you guys know the answer if you ask me that same question. Okay, now before we get into a few clips we have, including one from Dana Bash, let's look at a chart right quick. I love charts. You see what it says for the headline. Young men are leaving the Democratic Party. Subhead, percentage of young men aged 18 to 29 who identify with or lean towards the Democratic Party. Now, this chart is starting in 2016, as you see right there, 2016 to 2023. Now, the trend from 2016 to 2023 is pretty dramatic. 51% of young men identified as Democrats in just 2016, only 8 years ago. Now, 2023, it plummeted to 39%. Now, $1 million question, what has caused the dramatic drop-off? When you are catering your party to soft, weak, effeminate, ineffective, not productive men who want to be the opposite of that are going to leave. And that's in the man's nature to be strong, to be a defender, to be a protector, to be a provider. That's the nature of man. So when you go against that, you're going to get a negative consequence. Now, we got videos here. We got quite a few videos. First, shout out to Uncle Hotep. He reposted this video from, I think her name is this Nina Turner? I'm not sure what this is. Y'all correct me if I'm saying her name incorrectly. But she's talking about black men specifically being emasculated by the Democratic Party. Check it out.
Don't blame black people for this. Why we got to keep saving folks? And black men have been emasculated in the Democratic Party. That's real. They don't see themselves because to lift up black women is beautiful. We should, but not at the expense of black men. We have achieved what we have achieved so far in this country because we are together. And we can't pick up other people's bad habits. Now, white women may be able to lead a white man by the side of the road. So
now we getting into the race and all of that, but I don't want to play too much more of this because I ain't trying to copyright from Breakfast Club, but you get the idea. We're being emasculated. That's what she's saying. Okay. Now that's one. We got a lot. We got a few. This young lady is saying, hey, how can you campaign on women's rights when you don't know what a woman is?
I also think it's literally insane to run a campaign on protecting women's rights and protecting women's bodies. And you can't define what a woman is. So if you can't define what a woman is, how are you going to protect women? What are their rights? What makes us different from men? I would love to see her answer even the most basic question.
That's a great question. That's a great question. I don't know how you're going to protect women if you don't even know what a woman is. If, going back to Dana Bash's example, if Hollywood Hulk Hogan at 6'6", 300 pounds or whatever he was and he was wrestling, if he walks into the women's restroom with a Miss Doubtfire dress on talking about I'm a woman, how can you just let that go? But that's what's happening right now in 2024. Again, this is part of the reason why people are leaving and going the other direction. Now, let's hear from Dana Bash. This was a pretty shocking admission, if you ask me. Check it out.
But they are doing so in trying to put forward male figures, Tim Walz being one of them, Doug Emhoff last night.
Now, of course, Tim Walz, that's Kamala Harris's VP pick, and Doug Emhoff, that is Kamala Harris's husband.
Who can speak to men out there who might not be the sort of testosterone-laden, gun-toting kind of guy who wants to listen to Hulk Hogan and the kind of players that came out at the RNC.
So just a quick follow-up before she continues. If you're not testosterone-laden, if you don't like guns, if you don't like Hollywood Hogan, then go to the Democratic Party. That's the place for you. If you like unironically having tea parties by yourself, no, none of your kids around, just you by yourself as a man, then hey, go over there. I mean, am I exaggerating, or are you hearing the same thing that I'm hearing? Let her continue.
Or might want to listen to that, but also, in addition, understand that it's okay in 2024 to be a man comfortable in his own skin who supports a woman. And that's something that they really are trying to work on with male voters beyond the base.
So they're trying to make men be softer. They're trying to make men be more malleable, but this is not the nature of men anywhere on this planet. That's not at our core who we are. Will you find some exceptions? Of course, always. There's always exceptions to the rule. I mean, pigs can't fly, but you might see one in the air one day. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is correct for 99.999% of the population all over the entire globe. Now, let's continue. All right. Now, this was pretty crazy. We're going to get right past this cringe moment with Letitia James and the young man right here. But I forget my man's name. If you guys know what it is, let me know in the comments. He's like trolling, asking questions at the DNC. He asked somebody a question that kind of brings this point on home. Check it out.
Give me your best pickup line.
My best pickup line, I'll pay.
Now, that wasn't what I was talking about, but that was a good comment from Chris Cuomo, and you can see how he titled him Fredo. You see what I'm saying? He's trolling. But what he said wasn't wrong. What he said wasn't wrong at all. If you got money, man, you got the key to life. That's 100% correct. But I digress.
Who are the cuties in the Democratic Party that are speaking?
Oh, I don't know. Talk to anyone who lives in D.C. It's hard to find a cute Democrat.
Oh my God, shots fired.
No, that's the tea. Ask anyone who lives in D.C. and who works in Democratic politics. It's hard to find the cute ones.
The Republican guys are hotter.
Yeah, but they're evil. So, I don't know.
We kind of love evil. Oh my God. You are so bad. It's time.
So, I mean, she's telling you right there. She's like, look, and I'm going to try to find a decent freeze frame. Okay, but look, she's telling you right there, hey, we don't like these Democratic guys. We don't like the soy buns. We don't like soy buns. I was about to say soy boys or man buns, but soy buns, that kind of works as well. They don't like that soft stuff. Male feminists, guys looking like Destiny, 5'2" with a head full of blue hair and don't know whether if he's gay or straight. They don't like that. They like men, real men. I'm not saying you got to be some type of beautiful, chiseled, supermodel, 6'3". You don't got to be that, but just be a man. Okay. Can you change a tire? Can you fix anything in your house? Can you protect her? If the man comes out from the shadows with some kind of weapon talking about, hey, I'm going to kidnap her and I'm going to delete her or whatever, can you protect her? Can you do that? Can you be masculine and strong in whatever you believe in, whatever your convictions are? Are you malleable? Are you easily led? Now, those things you got to work on, okay, regardless of just trying to date women or anything. I'm talking about just regular everyday life. That's the way you should be. And women naturally, biologically, are going to be drawn to that. Now, the reason, as I close, why she said that Republican men are quote unquote evil is because of the brainwashing. Oh, well, you got to respect women's rights as far as a transgender woman talking about that they're a real woman. So if Bruce Jenner comes up, he's 6'2", size 15 feet, looking like he's about to go skiing with no skis on. You understand what I'm saying? If this guy rolls up with a wedding dress on, you got to say he's beautiful or else you're a homophobe and then therefore you're evil. They're talking about that kind of thing, okay? That's why they feel pressured by groupthink a lot of times, as many women do, unfortunately. They feel pressured by the groupthink to shy away from that kind of individual. But biologically, naturally, they're drawn to it, okay? The same way that men are drawn to more soft and dainty, and men, as I close, typically they don't like the bull daggers. They don't like that. That's not really a thing. And that's going to kind of interfere with politics when you're talking about, hey, who can I relate to? This guy on stage that is a man that shows all the male characteristics, or a guy that is just capitulating, being led, soft. That's not the attributes of a leader, which is why, as I close the reel, typically people don't want to have women for presidents. That includes women as well. They could be senators, governors, mayors, whatever, but the president, Hillary Clinton probably had a better chance than Kamala of becoming president, yet she got stomped into wine by not only Barack Obama in the 2008 Democratic primaries, but also Donald Trump in the 2016 general election. So we kind of see what's going on. And when we don't do right, when we're not really in our roles, you have confusion of what not happening soon after all the time. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What do you think about young men leaving the Democratic Party? 51% between 18 to 29 in 2016, down to 39% for that same age group, just in 7 years. Not even right now in 24. That was 23. Whatever your thoughts are on that, let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about Dana Bash's comments? Are you offended if you're a Democrat? How do you feel being in the Democratic Party as a man? Do you feel like your masculinity is appreciated? Is it welcomed? Is it celebrated? Or is it kind of shunned away? Are they trying to like chip away at you? He, him pronouns and all this stuff. And you can wear this kind of thing. You're not LGBT. Like they're trying to make you be soft to the point where you're easily controlled. I think it's a greater plan from the people that run the scenes. The powers that be want men to be more weak because they're easily dominated. Hey, be weak, be soft, give up your guns. Having a gun, that's dangerous, and that's going to make us feel unsafe. And okay, I'll get my gun up. And then the very next day, some actual men with guns will come to take you. That's kind of how it goes here. Don't fall for it, whatever you do. And whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that is all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.